again and start from scratch. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Anybody like to do the invocation? No volunteers? The roll call, Risa Briggs.
Yep.
George Coombs.
Here.
Hank Mass.
Yep.
Robert Rodriguez here. Bill Starnes.
Here.
Fire Chief Steve Rhodes.
Here.
Thank you very much. This is all new to me, so help me out if I'm doing it wrong, but the budget adoption, we're just going to accept it. Is that correct, Lisa?
We need
We make a motion.
Motion?
We have to make a motion.
Okay, we went over the budget earlier in the first meeting that we had. It looks good by the board members and the audience that was in the crowd. The fire chief did a phenomenal job. I want to thank him for that. And I'm going to entertain a motion to accept the adoption of the 20. Go ahead, Joe.
I'll make a motion that we adopt the budget as we discussed. I'll
Okay.
second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. That's how good of a job you did, see? Thank you.
Start signing.
All right.
Minutes.
We're going to do May's minutes now.
There's two of them.
Was one the budget?
Yes.
Whatever.
There you go. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions on either of the minutes? I will entertain a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Are you approving both?
Correct. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, May's minutes are approved. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Bill for a treasurer's report.
Beginning balance, we had $80,145.28. I wrote 11 checks for a total of $2,496.08. I deposited a total of $4,667.37. The $43.68 was a transfer from our equipment fund over to our general fund to reimburse it for what we had taken out. Our equipment fund now has a total of $216,093.20, and I wrote 11 checks. You guys have any questions?
Yes, I do. So we don't get charged the $3 a month for the statements? We were supposed to do e-statements. It hasn't been set up yet?
It hasn't been set up, he hasn't contacted me, and I've tried to get it. I have to have a debit card before that'll start working.
And that hasn't gone through?
That hasn't gone through.
So are we getting printed statements in?
I haven't got to receive them yet, because by
Because
the
they're
time,
charging us.
I know, by the time I do this, I haven't got them, so
They haven't come in about the 7th or so. There's one in there in the board
Okay,
shop. Put it in there.
okay.
Okay, because I want to know if we're getting it,
Yeah.
if we're being charged.
I'm working on getting the debit, and also, the debit card, and I'm also gonna work on seeing what we can do on getting the other one online, so we don't have to worry about it.
Okay. The other question, and this ties in with the mail protocol, because we have to take care of this tonight. I've received a couple bills from the News Review, and remember I used to ask for initials, so I guess it's you.
I usually do not, I did not do the both.
Okay, well, I've gotten 3 bills now, and the problem is, and this is what I was talking about, mail protocol, is from now on, if something comes in that looks like a bill, okay, and it says News Review or whatever, I know it's my name, you didn't open it, thank you, but because I don't get it in time to put it in the bills to pay, then he doesn't get it to Wheeler, so it's not in the bills to pay tonight. So I need to ask that we
Well-
make a special,
Well, I've got one news review right here for $61.
no, this is one of them is 106.51, because that was the OB one. Okay, and the other one was 2120, and I don't know if that was included in yours or not.
No.
Okay.
But
So
going forward, we won't be publicizing things in the news review unless it's a budget, correct?
he wants to put the
Or a
monthly,
resolution.
yeah, we don't want to put the monthly,
We don't have to
Notice.
unless we're having a resolution or some kind of policy.
okay. All I'm asking is people
You're
to
right.
be alerted to the fact that if these things come in and we don't see them in time, then Bill doesn't get them to Wheeler. I would like to make a motion that we include these in tonight's bills and write them, okay?
Now, that's addressed to you, so Steve didn't open it.
I know, that's,
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, yes.
So can we change with the news review, so when this does happen, they just bill it to accounts payable?
well, that's what we have to do. We have to contact the news review.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're sending them to me, they should send them to LRFD.
Hmm.
And I will tell them that tomorrow.
Okay, good. So that'll fix that. Good,
Yes.
good, good.
Because, but I made a motion that we pay these with the bills tonight, please.
Okay.
Are we all done with the treasury report?
Yes.
Before we make that motion, I got a couple things, because I went with Bill to Wheeler's. Now, Wheeler would like us to take into consideration, though, allowing him to contact the bank when he needs a statement, so he can balance them at the end of the month, due to the fact is, he's asking for access to the bank accounts for information only, and that's what, he will write the contract out that states that. And he does that with Winston's fire department. And he says it works very good, because at any time there's a question, he can always go in and find out what check went where and so forth. I think that should be part of the treasurer's report, just so everybody's on the same page.
I still have a motion on the floor, though, to pay these
Okay,
along
okay.
with the
Okay,
others.
can I get a second?
Yes, second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the motions to pay the bills and add the news review to tonight, so we'll write those out, Bill.
I will take them in tomorrow and have them written out, because I got a meeting with him tomorrow morning.
Okay, or we can do it tonight, it'd be.
Well, I left the checkbook at home, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
Bill, what's going on with the voided checks?
What we did when Wheeler made them out, he wrote out the checks, or when his secretary was writing out the checks. Some of the checks were made out to, we get bills that says credit on it, and she didn't
Didn't
catch it, so
Oh, okay.
she started to write the check.
All right.
And there's also a voided check because we got another bill from Steve for $510, and it was in the bills to pay, and I didn't catch it, and she wrote it out, and so we voided that check out too.
Okay,
I will call Steve again tomorrow.
That was the reason for the voided check.
thank you.
Okay. And the credit card, we're still working on that. Is there anything we can do to help you, or are we missing something?
No, I'm just waiting for the bank.
And who is it?
It's-
Ally,
Who?
The president.
Ally.
No, this one's for the bank downtown. What's his name? I
Oh,
forgot.
Keith Welty?
Keith.
You're talking about the debit card,
The
and
debit
not the
card,
credit
not
card?
the credit card.
Okay.
As soon as, you take that disc to Wheeler and he gets that up and running, all he has to do is print a balance sheet, and that'll be done, the other one for Alan. But you said you already did a bunch of that,
Yeah, didn't he, I sent you all of the back PDFs. and-
Yeah, I have that too.
So that's all
But
there
he wants that disc tomorrow, I guess that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's for him to bring everything up to date.
Right.
That's another point, up to date. We spoke to Wheeler about it. He says he has no problem doing that, but he said it would be just as easy if he started
From square one.
from square one. I mean, he has no problem going back for because I guess Susan's been done like 4 or 5 months now.
Yep.
And everything should have been up to date by then. He has no problem going forward, so I thought I'd leave it up to the board to see if they would still like him to utilize the money that we've offered to pay him and go back and update everything. What did you?
Correction, Susan's been done since last July, so July 1, it'll be
Okay.
1 year.
That was the last time she entered something?
That's the last time she was,
Okay. So does the board still want to utilize him and have him update, go back?
Yeah. I think
Okay, that's fine, we're just going to do it. We
Yeah.
just said, okay, that's fine.
You
And then that'll give us a true honest statement.
His hours are gonna be less, because I've data entered all the transactions for the year, so I'm gonna get you that disc also, so when you take that in, it'll all be entered.
Yeah,
Okay,
So that would.
so I won't give him this one, I won't give him this
Yeah.
one, I'll get you the
I'll
copy.
take that one too, because that was the original one.
Okay,
He wants to start at the beginning. All
Should
the
we
dates.
make a motion for that, Robert?
To,
Have Wheeler start from scratch?
well, we've already agreed on that. He
Okay.
just brought it up. I just thought I'd ask the board if they didn't, but yeah, you've already agreed on that. And it's still within the limits that we've allotted. Communication, are you done, Bill?
oh, one quick question. We're gonna have to do something, according to what we see is, our Umpqua water basin is, our credit is 0, we had to write a check for that. So if you wanna, the board wants to, you know, yeah.
July, we'll just pay ahead again.
Okay, because I just got a bill in this one, so I had to write a check because we didn't have a balance.
Starting in the first fiscal year, we,
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't realize, so you're right.
And how much was that receipt? You remember how much you paid last year?
We paid, for Umpqua Basin, we paid like, I think it was $1,000, maybe it was $1,200, but, we can, like I said, all you have to do is sit down and kind of
Look at the check.
look at what we did. And we overpaid Douglas Electric, so we could maybe cut back on that.
Okay.
We could up
You
the,
paid $11.57.
yeah, and so we
missed it
could.
by
go-
$14.
Yeah, we were pretty close, so we could go 1,200, you know, that's fine.
Good.
You get a printout from the Umpqua Water, and they'll give you a basic usage,
Mhm.
and go
Okay.
with that as your next year's worth. Should work out for you within 10% or so.
Well, thank you.
Better if you do 100%, but plus or minus 10 is always acceptable.
Good, thank you. Hank, communication officer report, please.
Did we already make a motion to
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
we already did.
Okay.
Okay, I, just one step on. I understand, I was listening to Ray, said you guys are having problems with DFN. Gary, are you guys?
With email communication.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was primarily between Douglas Fastnet accounts.
Because I'm on
Between
those.
our account and someone with Yahoo or Gmail, as far as I know.
Because I'm on Douglas Fastnet, I don't know, but I guess maybe I.
Well, I don't know if you've gotten all the emails I've sent you.
Yeah, I've only gotten one from you and one from her, so,
Well, this past month,
Yeah,
right.
right.
But in previous months, I wasn't getting responses, so I don't know if that's because you weren't getting them or for some other reason.
no, did you get my response, Teresa?
No,
Did you get a response from me?
From an email I had sent out.
Yeah, this month?
This past month, yes, thank you.
Yeah,
for taking
because
the
I
response.
responded to both of you. But anyway, so that might be the reason why too as well. But other than that, that's all I got.
Okay. Now, Richard, do we have to do a complete reading?
no, because we've already done it twice.
Correct.
What we have to do is adopt the resolution for it,
Okay.
which I have here. So if someone wants to make a motion to adopt the information technology policy,
I'll make a motion to accept the information technology
Okay.
policy as written.
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Is approved. We have public comments. Anybody have any comments so far?
yeah,
Everybody's good. Thank you very much. And we're gonna turn it over to our budget leader, Steve. Thank you, sir.
You said it again?
that's a different
I
policy.
just got a-
Oh, this is not.
I gave you a copy of chief minutes just to follow along. So. Hey, oh, sure. That's some 8 calls. We had 18 incidents in May, so it's starting to pick back up. 11 medical, 2 structure fires, 2 wildland for natural cover, and 3 public assists. We survived the storm pretty well. We had 1 or 2 calls, Bill was telling me too. Somebody spotted the tree that was way up there in Florida Valley, but we luckily got some rain with it. Everybody else in the county went crazy, but we were very lucky. Fire season's open, just to remind you guys, and So there's no burning this time. DFPA is not writing any permits for anything. They're gonna let it sit for a couple weeks and try to get, they're still chasing lightning strikes.
Can people use chainsaws?
What level are we at?
We're industrial level 1.
Yeah, you can use them up until,
Yeah, you-
when you get to 3, I think it is, you have to shut off at 1 o'clock.
One
Oh,
o'clock.
okay.
They're just not writing anything for any open burning right now.
Does the evening get covered when the heat of the day goes down, that you can run the chainsaw for a while?
You know what, I have the thing posted out there exactly what it says, I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I know like at level 1, you can run them all day long. And when it gets up to like a level 2 or 3, I think it's 3, it's been years since I've done it, but you have to have a water tender with you at all times, and you have to shut down at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you have to have somebody for 2 hours, I think, after shutdown.
But the question I'm asking is there an evening permission?
As far as I know, you can run them anytime you want to.
As long as you have water and...
During 1 and 2, but at 3, you have to sit down at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, period.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
I have the actual thing posted up there and I'll tell you everything, George, if you want to look at it.
Okay.
Steve, you're talking about industrial alert levels, that's different than from the fire danger level?
No,
No.
that's incorporated in the level.
It's
The
within
fire,
it.
okay, the fire danger level, I just saw today on the DFPA website is up to moderate, or to the 2nd level.
Yeah.
Two.
Level 2, and I did not receive a notice from them. Last year, I was on their email list to receive notices, so I could post it on the website right away. Did you receive a
Because
notice?
I didn't get a current one. no.
And I sent you an email today asking you about that also. You may not have seen it
No,
yet.
I haven't seen that one. Okay, anyway, we had a small fire over in Happy Valley this afternoon. It's ready to go, especially on the south facing aspect, so please be careful. We survived real well last year, and I hope we do again. There's stuff going on all around us. Under our training, our emergency medical responder, all the certificates got in and paid for. We had a Vista Gas came out. They provide the residential service around here. They tap right out next to across from the school. So we had a pretty good training class on that. Our firefighter 1 class started May 21st, and we have the Explorers going through it also. 10 Mile is going to be bringing a few people into, I believe this week they're going to start attending. So that'll be done next spring probably, right, Tom? Maybe after that. Explorer Junior Firefighter Program is, the sign-ups, we're done May 21st, the Boy Scouts of America came out and signed up. We're now post 667. 667, and that's our pager number in the county, so that's how the number was chosen. They have hats and t-shirts that they got through that donation from the veterans, Vietnam veterans. It's going really well. We've used them at the farmer's market a couple times on visits. We used them at the burn out on Ore Lane. Our advisors are doing a really great job, and this is going to turn out to be really good, I think. I can't say it's been great, and it's not really doing anything I'm used to, so I'm really happy about that. But, you know, when they come in before, we throw them all a handful of chamois and teach them how to wash trucks up till 7 o'clock till the meeting starts. Or they go out and do some other chores. So it's working out really good, and they love it. They love that stuff, so it's great. May 30th, we had an auction at Seven Feathers that 5 of our firefighters acted as auction runners, I guess you would say. We raised some money for our association. Let's see, equipment. The first FEMA monies have been awarded. That's kind of repeat from last month. They're into around 5 as of now. So this month, they're saying about the middle of June, they're going to be sending out the first round notices of rejection. But so far, we haven't made the first 5 rounds yet. I just found out this morning we got our VFA grant, so that's $14,000 total. And we'll be using that for wildland protective clothing, turnouts, wildland hose, and then miscellaneous tools for a new fire truck. So that was good news for a change. It gets real busy now because we have to buy it all and then have all the tires. Replace the tires, the front tires, like we said last month on 60 and 1030. Tom took them down for me. The bills, one of the bills came in. You guys paid tonight, and there's another one in. We had a flat on 1060. We found out by the code that those tires are 23 years old. So the guy was very surprised that they were still running.
There's any rubber left?
Well, we have had some problems with tread separation and like that, so.
I guess.
So thank
Are
goodness.
they safe?
Well,
23 years, what did he say?
well, he said that there's gonna be some problems. So we have new ones on the front steers. And I budgeted for next year for the rest. So
Okay.
so we're ready.
3 years.
In fact, maybe we'll get down there pretty soon.
Steve, how often does that 1060 go on?
On just about every structure fire.
Really?
And, yeah, we use 2.
Okay,
It doesn't get a lot of miles on it, you're right, George.
okay.
Um,
Just curious.
Yeah. Let's see, we've got a few things going on in the inventory. We have a scene light. I showed it to Hank out there. It's the world's most expensive flashlight. I budgeted it for next year. I was talking about it. They sent me one out already without being ordered, so we're just sitting on it right now. And then we're gonna talk about how much it costs and everything else. And if it's not good, we're gonna turn around and send it right back. But it's a heck of a light. If anybody wants to see it, it's amazing.
Did they send it so you can try it?
Our vendor that we usually use gave me the lowest quote. She called Streamlight and said, hey, Lookingglass is looking at these, how much? And she didn't even know it was ordered. It showed up here from Streamlight. So I said, well, I didn't order this. And she goes, okay, then tear up the invoice and you guys decide what you're gonna do. I said, I budgeted for it next year. If your price is the lowest, if it's over $500, I gotta get 3 bids. If your price is the lowest, we'll do it. If not, I'll send it back to you. So we'll see what happens. We're also putting another rack on 1061, the water tender to hold another suction hose. It gives us a little bit more adaptability. We can use engine 31 also for portable tank operations. Facility, we've been really busy this month, and I have been personally busy this month, as everybody has. But so we still have to finish the paint touch-up and the yard maintenance spraying needs to be done. I want to thank Mr. Khan and Tom also has been doing lawn mowing out here. As soon as I get the hay bale and stuff off my tractor, we'll throw the brush hog on and get out here and do the back lot here. Let's see, accounting, QuickBooks entry, we were talking about that earlier tonight. I'll give you that disc bill. Everything up through the middle of May was done, not tonight's bills. And you guys are gonna meet with Wheeler.
Yeah.
There's some issues with the old bank accounts that he can take care of. I talked with Susan Shepherd about it 3 or 4 weeks ago, just to, all of our old, back when we used to have 6 different bank accounts and all that stuff, it still shows on the account, so it's really confusing. So it's really easy to take care of with somebody that knows how to do things.
I need to interject here. I noticed on the MSN website that you use Excel and Microsoft Office, okay? They have a student and home version that you don't have to rent. You can buy it. It's $139.
Yeah,
I'll sell it to 149.
Yvonne said we can buy it at UCC on it as a student. If you got anybody,
If
in
you
fact,
have
we do have
anybody
some
who's a
student
student,
ones.
well, he just said you could make you a deal at
Yeah, we
cost.
sell it for 114 every day.
Okay.
Would you,
$19 at UCC.
Yeah, but you gotta be a student, because I tried to
That's
get one
true.
for my daughter. Yeah, if there's somebody that
That can buy it.
has people, yeah, if there's somebody that has a student at UCC, they can do a one-time purchase if they're not gonna use it. But you can't get it
Which
for
one do you
20.
want?
if,
Home student, it's 2013, I think is the newest edition.
yeah, and that would be something to consider since we don't have to rent it.
Yeah.
This one they'll let you
I
buy.
should correct that. That was the last time I had to buy when I bought.
Bought one last year for my daughter, and it was $20 still.
Is
20.
this,
Yeah.
is this something you would
It's
like?
reasonable.
on the-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was something we had budgeted for.
Okay.
It'd be nice to put on there. I will say this, I've been using Libre a lot more, and Jerry's pointed out some stuff, because I've never used that before, and it's functioning really well. And like if I have Excel stuff, I have Excel on my computer. If I bring it over here, Libre works on it fine.
Can I clarify about that. The problem that Steve had with the Excel file not being read by LibreOffice was that the version that was on the computer here needed to be updated. Once it was updated, it was able to read the file. And Steve, sometime maybe I can show you that in LibreOffice, you can save a document as a PDF file.
Yeah.
It has that capability.
Oh, that was something that happened a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm running on that too, but that, Yvonne told me about that a few
Yeah,
months
so
ago.
you don't have to buy the full version, you can get it, but you can buy it, not rent it, which is,
So if you don't have a student that knows a student, obviously we can just get it.
it's something
I
just to
think we
consider.
have one
Yeah,
on our department.
Well, yeah, and if they're not gonna utilize it, just ask them.
okay, something to think about.
Let's see, the budget, we talked about the budget already, and the changes that the Department of Revenue asked us to do. And again, I'm gonna take all that stuff, when we're all done, I'm gonna send it back to them just to have them evaluate it, so we'll be ready for next year. As a friendly, cooperative type. Workman's comp resolution, we gotta do that tonight, right?
Yes,
Okay, and that'll be effective July 1st, and then the bill we'll have to pay at the next meeting. And we're, myself and Donna, they're gonna advise Liberty Mutual that we are not renewing. Fire prevention material, we got a $500 grant, I would say, from Foremost Promotions. We had budgeted a couple $100 for materials this year. So I wanna thank Lisa for getting me that. I don't know what you did. I think there's a program you applied for, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. And all they want to do is kind of use this, I think, as a little bit of advertising and use some of our pictures of our
Put
department.
them on, did you go to the webpage?
No, I haven't.
We're on there,
Is
Okay.
it foremost.com or our webpage?
Foremost Promotion.
So they're the fire, they're the company that they provide some real nice stuff for, it's where we order the school stuff that we do for the fire prevention program. So we've been ordering rulers, erasers, pencils, stuff that they can use at the school that's not junk. And I'm sorry when I say junk, but like the little plastic fire helmets and stuff, those are great for handing out to little kids and stuff, but when they leave here, I know at my house, they either use a trash can or a toy box when my kids were small. So what we're trying to do is when we go over to school, we're providing them something they can use in the classroom and not be a waste of money, and plus it's helping the teachers out. So Foremost had some of that stuff, and we've got enough now to cover for probably the next 2 years again. So thank you.
You're welcome.
We got a lot of activity going around here with the Explorers and units and everything else. So we're gearing up for a long summer, and that's all I can tell you. We're just cruising along. That's it.
Well, if you need anything from us to help you, let us know. Thank you. Old business? I'll start off, if it's okay. I have the contract for Wheeler here. He signed his copy, I signed ours, and then he signed ours also, so everything's good to go with him. He's very workable. After we get everything dialed in and he does upgrades all the books, he'd like to come in here and ask some questions from us of things we needed, because I talked about having a pie to show which category we're percent, our dollars has gone towards each category as far as percentage. Your question?
Do you mind if I read it?
No, go ahead. It was something that we've already had.
Fine.
Go ahead.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
The way you're talking, it's gonna be really interesting, because if we budget, let's say, $1,000, every month he'll give us a percentage of how much of that $1,000 we've spent and how much we have left out of that $1,000. On everything we budgeted, it's gonna be set out that way. It's gonna be pretty interesting. So next year we can look at it and say, well, let's see, we only spent 80% of our budget on this one, so we can work on that.
Did you want to send this?
She sent it to me.
Looks familiar, somebody folded it.
And copied it really straight.
Do I get to file this one? Thank you.
You're gonna file it?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll iron it first.
Any old business, any more old business? New business?
insurance policy for SDAO. We have a resolution, because we voted to, last month,
Do you learn?
to take them over Liberty Mutual, and so here's the insurance policy, and we need to vote on it.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to, can I see that? I'll get the number, just so we're, I had to read the
Go
number.
ahead and vote.
I'll entertain a motion to enter, or to approve the resolution 2015-14 to accept the insurance to SDAO.
I'll make a motion that we accept SDA with the resolution.
Okay,
I'll second it.
Second. Okay, thank you, George. Bill has said a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
So that one's on our letterhead, right, Lisa? And
Yes,
then
it
we have
is.
the original one too?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we'll have to, I think I have to send both of them.
Just one other, that's me. Okay.
This is the one that I had that we had to fill out.
Your treasurer, you sign it too. You're a witness.
Any more new business? Board's good. Fiscal year ending accounting, we're gonna have to wait to get that from Wheeler, I believe.
Yeah.
So as soon as tomorrow or the next day, I believe he'll have all that. Same with the inventory report. The inventory report, I did the inventory as many times as I did, once a month, and last month was the last one I did, and the only disadvantage I saw, or things that were missing, was that one chain. Did we ever find that?
No.
Okay, so we'll probably have to replace it if we don't find it. But I guess,
It was a tow chain that wasn't on 31.
and then the other thing I'd like to bring up is to get some type of a plan going into next year for, to surplus the things that we don't need, whether we can sell them or we're gonna donate. And we agreed to surplus the breathing apparatus, I believe. Have we done that? So
I contacted him, I haven't heard back, so
Okay.
he had just gone to Mexico and then has not gone again. But
So he goes from here down to there for the air fire. So, okay, I get it. What was his name?
he's gonna be back again because he does our full tests on our stuff.
Oh, okay, so I didn't know if he was.
He works for Cascade
Okay,
Fire.
because the gentleman that flies the planes out of Myrtle Creek does this, the helicopters, he goes down there too, so I don't know if it's the same guy. Steve.
No, it's not.
is his name. He's Cantrell. Also, one thing I brought up, and going into the next year, and it's the vice president's responsibility, is the board meetings, the one board member to attend a fire meeting once a month. That's in our book, so. Hank, did you hear that?
Yes, sir, I did.
So-
Bill's making me lick envelopes down here.
What I'd like to do is see if we can have somebody, one person volunteer a month, because we were to attend a meeting once a month. I have no problem going this Thursday night.
Are we gonna build a calendar, kind of, sort of?
I actually have a calendar right here.
You do. Right on.
Yes. So tomorrow, they have a meeting once a week, and it's always on a Thursday.
Ah,
So how about, I'll take June 18th. And if you want to do this once a month, I don't have a problem, or we can just schedule it out so many months just so people will remember to go. I think it's a valuable tool to the firemen because it gives the support of the board. If they have any questions, they don't always show up here, even though they've been invited. But it gives us a chance to hear them and a chance where they can see what we're doing for them.
I think it's great. We've been to a couple, I think Bill, I think everybody's kind of been down there. It's actually a pretty good thing. You get to learn a lot from it. But yeah, that's great. I can't commit to any.
Well, why don't we just do it on a month-to-month basis then, because we'll still have at least 3 weeks left in the month after each meeting. And I'll come to your 19th one. Or, I'm sorry, the 18th on Thursday.
Come on, fifth Thursday, you might get pizza.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Now they're all
signing on
Hold on.
Yeah.
What day was that? Put me down for that one.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Bill's family's in town.
Here, the whole board will be there.
Yeah, no beer.
Don't be.
Check me off.
We, Mel protocol or something?
part of
Okay,
that.
now we're gonna change it to, Bill, what I'd like to see, Bill, when I was learning to be treasurer, I thought something that would be really good would be in every envelope, if we make it just a blanket that says, please make all bills to accounts payable, Lookingglass Rural Fire Department, then you know that it's a bill when it comes into the mail. So next month when we pay bills, maybe we can do a little letter that we put in each one and just write, Lookingglass Rural Department, accounts payable. Because we ran into the problem with the workman's comp. And so if we put that in every, next 3 or 4 months, in every envelope we get that's a bill, eventually someone's gonna have to catch on, and if they don't, we'll have to call them, because that way, when it does come in, Steve knows that it's a bill.
Okay,
Unless it's someone we do business with very seldom,
okay.
okay?
Hey, on this one,
Sorry?
It's a good idea.
that'll go.
It would really, I get my name in my house, and I know it's a bill. Yeah,
Why not put the departmental?
yeah,
or
because then it can't get lost, and that's what our whole problem before that. President's report, I don't really have anything. I gotta thank George for his time on the board. This is his last meeting. I'm not gonna say it's all a blessing, but it's not all a sin either. I mean, there was positive, there was negative, but I think most of all, we're trying to work for the good of the fire district, good of the community. So George, thank you for your time.
I'd just like to make one point that we did this voluntarily, and we are also taxpayers, and we sit on the board. I think a lot of people don't think we are part of them. We are part of you.
Correct.
That's all I have to say.
Good, thank you. Any board member comments?
Yeah, I wanted to thank George also, because we got on the board pretty much at the same time, several years ago, and went through quite a bit. And I think some of the things that we set in place make it easier. I think it makes it better. And I want to thank him for his years of service, because it's been years. So, thank you, George.
Thank you. Not only does it make it easier, but it simplifies everything. And it's all written down. We went through a lot of effort to get that done and put in a lot of hours. Thank you, Risa, for supporting us and writing all the resolutions and policies and God knows what all, and all the research you had to do. So I think you're being kind of shortchanged by not being recognized, and I for one want to recognize you.
Thank you.
And we couldn't have done it without you. It's the way it is because of you.
Bill, Hank, anything?
No, I want to tell him I really appreciate all he's done. I've only been here a few months, so it's, that, from what I understand, it's a lot better than it was a few years ago, so.
Please attend the meetings, George. Don't be a stranger, buddy.
Hey, I'm a free man as of tonight.
Oh,
No, you're still married.
I didn't mean that.
Any public comments? Yes, sir.
The chains on 1070, we used it last October when we had the school here on their field trip. So
okay. So
tonight I'll put it back on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Inventory 1070, it'll show up extra. That'd be nice.
Any of your comments? Everybody's good? All right, I'm gonna, our next meeting is July 8th, 2015, 7 p.m. There again, George, thank you very much for everything you've done.
Okay.
Looking forward to seeing you out there as a citizen. Steve, thank you for your budget work, and thanks to the board. And then next week, we'll have Brenda, right? Brenda Lee will be, next month, I'm sorry. And we're looking forward to working with you. All right, so I will entertain a motion to, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I want to thank all you people for putting in the time that you laboriously contributed to this board so far, and hoping that the next round, everybody will really go through in detail what has been written down in terms of the policies and the bylaws. So everybody's really, really clear on what each position entails and what they really need to do to make this board function, because each person does what's spelled out, it makes it easier on the rest of the group, so that one person doesn't have to carry too much of a load.
Great.
So thank you.
Appreciate that. Anybody else? All right, I'm gonna entertain a motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
That's gotta be a record.
Yeah.
This is ours? Thank you, sir. Don't put that in the notes.
Thanks, George.
We're not very far from
Is this what I was? What do you have?
What position you ran for?
Oh, and she said it didn't matter. She told me you're just a board. Now, the next meeting, we will decide, you know, that's what she told me. And she said, you're just running. I know that, I know that. But she said, you were just running. I know. If I'm the president, I'm the president.
No, I'm saying the position in your zone, it's like you were running 3, 4, 2, Hank was 4, Bill's